Okay, so we're off to take pictures of Steve. This is Project Zero, because before he was the Soul Project. Now it's Project Zero. It's very much the same ethos about trying to get zero knife crime. Hi, Steve.
We're at the Outset Centre, run by Project Zero.
It's great, isn't it? It's really alive, isn't it?
Currently we're doing a youth night, so we're doing pizza in the kitchen, boxing in the hall, gaming in the gaming lounge, and then we've got music production as well.
All of that's happening just in one...
Right now, yeah.
That's great. What are you doing here at the Project Zero today?
I did boxing.
Boxing? Really?
Project Zero comes from our main aim being a year where there's been 0 deaths of a young person through knife crime. Unfortunately, I lost another cousin in 2019 in the summer, so lost one in 2004 and I lost another one in 2019. And that's kind of where the motivation for Project Zero and the name came from. Now, we know that's very complicated. Tackling the issue around knife crime, there's many factors. Having the conversation and discussion about what it means to stay safe and respecting others. So these are conversations that we run through all the work that we do here within the centre, but at the same time, just creating safe places for young people. Christian, just come over a second. Tell them who you are and what you do.
I'm a youth champion, kind of like young members of staff here at Project Zero. I kind of help out in the studio and teaching kids music production, how to make music, how to write and things like that.
How old are you now?
I'm 16, I'm 17 on the 23rd of March. Yeah.
Some of these youngsters, they used to come to tumble in the jungle as well when they were
literally everyone,
3-year-olds.
a good majority of people that come like, oh, I remember tumbling in the jungle.
I've been going to this place since I was young, like the old building on Wood Street, Tumble in the Jungle. I used to have all my birthdays there. Used to go to the Soul Project upstairs. And yes, so this is like a little family to me, I can't lie. And here I am a youth champion, which is basically a young member of staff training up to be a member of staff and a better person to the community.
Do communal work as well, so if kids get referred to us, I'll be here working with them. I'm the head of sports, so I'll be the one that running the sports session.
Youth champions are a bit like, we all know each other, we're all comfortable with each other, it's calm. Yeah, it's nice.
I think we've expanded to try and reach more young people. So for example, you had some Kickstarters who were on a 6-month placement. So they were here doing youth engagement work, some were doing marketing, some were doing different bits and bobs. And we tried to give them roles based on what kind of area they wanted to go into.
I came in on Kickstart. My main role is youth engagement. I enjoy working with the kids. When I was younger, Steve, he came to my school in secondary school when I was in year 8, and he done like workshops with me and a couple people in my year. A lot of us, we weren't really well behaved, so they came to do workshops with us to try and help us improve our behaviour, and they even provided us with mentors as well. I had my own mentor for about a year. I learned a lot from going to that place, and I enjoyed it a lot. So that's why I don't mind being here now. It's a good atmosphere.
Everything we do now kind of comes under 3 umbrellas, and that's either engagement, inclusion, or employment. So the engagement side of things is everything like our holiday programs, our youth space, and all the stuff that we do out of school hours for our young people. Getting the views of the young people is very important to us as well. So these consultation exercises, asking what kind of services that they want to see. Our young people and our youth champions are part of our steering group. So all our programs and activities are formulated from the views of the young people.
That's really good.
Inclusion is working with young people that's excluded from school, considered vulnerable, maybe from disadvantaged backgrounds, or even it could be around issues around self-esteem, confidence, mental health, anything that they might take them away from being part of mainstream society and just being able to live and thrive in the community.
I'm a caseworker for Havering, so I work with young people and also do schools as well.
My name is Arnold. I am the schools coordinator, so we do a lot of work within schools, and we really believe in helping young people, supporting them where we can.
I work for Spark to Life as well. I'm also a caseworker.
And that's where organisations like ours come in, providing alternative provision and trying to work with young people in different ways. Everybody's not good at sitting down in a classroom setting with 30 other children. In here, we do our alternative provision, but we can do graphic designs, photography. Sometimes it's just finding different ways of engaging with young people to get the best out of them. And then the last element is employment. So we know that for a lot of young people, their opportunities might be limited if they haven't done so well at school and they haven't had the support that most young people would get. then their opportunities for employment or further education could be quite limited. So we do a wide range of activities and programs that tries to get young people into not just work, but stable work, well-paying work, or going on to further education and bettering themselves so they can go into jobs where they can be considered as a senior or a manager and get good pay for it as well. This young man here wants to be a pilot. So I've managed to have a conversation with somebody that I know is a pilot, and they're going to take you flying. Yeah, they're going to take you up in a plane. We've got the dates for it already, so I'll give you all the details a bit later. Some groups, such as young black men, are underrepresented in the boardroom, for example. And so creating work opportunities, employment opportunities, looking at skills, working on the soft skills, working with Waltham Forest and the Job Centre, and doing a wide range of programs to help people get into work. Doing partnership work and bringing in other organisations is very key in what we do.
So I'm Andrea Corbett, the founder and director of an organisation called Focus on Creating Your Ultimate Self. The name came from my own lived experience. I was diagnosed with a mental health illness. I'm a former secondary school teacher and resigned because of my illness, but at the same time also took up physical activity to help manage my health in general. Loved it so much, and 3 years later I became a British champion bodybuilder. So this is my first competition in 2015. I started to learn about what is mental health and then how physical activity really does help manage your health in general. And so I wanted to be able to have something to give back to the community. In collaborating with Project Zero, so I've done some work with their youth champions, with the city leader projects, the social action projects that they've been doing, working with the looked after children as well. And we've got other things in the pipeline as well.
Have you seen the bus? Andrea is actually going to be taking over the bus area, running a lot of the mental health drop-in and advice projects from the bus as well. And so the idea of this space is going to be well-being, get active, but it's really about people just being able to come in very easily, have a conversation with somebody, have a cup of tea, have some biscuits. That's where some of our funding that we're needing to get now will go to, just so to try and make somebody available all the time, as often as possible, that young people can come in and talk to people if they want to. All right, go on in there and I'll come and find you. Go on. Do singing, dancing and drama. So for the young people to come in and do that activity, I need to come in and be able just to open up the centre and make it available, because otherwise it wouldn't be affordable for them to do it. And then on Sunday we have a church that comes in and have their service here as well. So we try just to keep the community aspect of things going as well.
So you literally have to work 7 days a week on this. You must be exhausted by it.
Yeah. It is, but when you see the young people enjoying themselves, then it makes a difference. Yeah. But not easy. We still got to do a lot of fundraising. It's quite an expensive building to run, with electricity and gas prices and energy prices going up. That is actually something that we've got to be very mindful of as well. The one big difference with this centre is that we haven't got the tumble in the jungle. So the famous tumble in the jungle and the children's soft play area, I mean, that was a big income generator for us and helped us to deliver a lot of the programs. So as we haven't got that as a mainstream income, it does mean that we are more reliant on funding applications and seeking funding from as many different sources as possible, which is a challenge. Youth provision and how we engage with young people should be really important. It should be really valued, and if we show that young people that we value them by having good quality resources and activities, then the young people will hopefully feel valued themselves.
We're taking pictures to add people onto a banknote, so we're going to sell the banknote and use some of the money to help Project Zero and other causes in the area. Is that all right? Can we take a picture?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what I want you to do is try and look a bit like a superhero, like this.
What look is that? You don't have to look like him.
Okay, so the centre meant to you like you came as a kid at primary school?
Yeah.
What does it mean to you now?
Because when I started there, I was a bit shy, but now Steve's helped me be more open, speak more a bit. I've just been lucky to be here as well.
Now that I'm doing it at Project Zero, I'm like, yeah, I understand that it's a good environment to be in, and it builds you up to train you to getting used to working, and I feel like it's a good thing for the young people.
I don't think of myself as a mentor, but I'd like to be one. When I see somebody that might be going down the wrong path, I can tell them about what I've seen and how I used to come to this place basically, and how they can change the way they're going or whatever, you know? It's nice to give somebody advice especially when you've like lived it yourself, like, or gone through similar what they're going through. I do enjoy it a lot.
Thanks so much for watching. That is Project Zero, and they're literally like, we open the door, turn left, walk down the street, turn left again, and there they are. And it's amazing what they're doing down there. And we work with Steve and the Soul Project, as it then was, in Bank Job. So it's a real pleasure to be able to work with them, and I think it was just really beautiful what they're up to. You can basically, hold on, buy if you want to get some of the greenbacks with Steve's organisation Project Zero. They are in here. You just choose what you want. So you take a 50, and then when you go into the oh, there he is, look, you basically just choose your organisation at that point. We actually we'll be dividing all of the proceeds that we make from selling greenbacks into two. 50% of it will build the power station, 50% will help all of these organisations, and that's also what will keep us running and making the project. So that's cool. So today I just want to basically read out all the I want to first of all read out some people who have renewed their membership in the last week. So that is Rachel Bird, Joe Buckmuller, David Berg, Jenny Bush, Chris Cook, Caroline Corbin, Ilinka Dionescu, Graham Evans, Caroline Jellenter, John R. Holmes, Jim Holt, Alison Jeffers, Kathy Johns, Ivan Cahelli, Vincent MacDonald, Louise Pointer, Andy Steed, Kathy Taylor, and Richard Taylor. Thank you so much to all of you guys. Sorry if I've mispronounced any of your names. You know, how can we thank you enough for being members and for continuing to be members? Thank you so much. We hope that you're enjoying the project, and that you know that we're doing you proud. And we also want to welcome some new members today, and this is always in alphabetical order, by the way. So this week we've got Jez Allen, Fee Berry, Alan Branham from America, I think, John Callan, Louise Gear, Lynn Harris Clark, Harriet Collett, Timothy Gove, Guy Harper Day, Mick Kennish Ward, Amy Lett, and Samantha Mayer. Thank you so much for joining the membership. We really hope that you'll have lots and lots of fun. We'll be sending out banknotes, basically taking up batches up to the framers and bringing them back, and oh my goodness, it's logistically intense, but anyway, it's all on its way. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at Saturday at 7 again next Saturday, and look out for my email on Wednesday with a progress update towards where we're trying to raise the money to get to the first 100,000. So thank you again for watching, and see you next week. Cheers.